هاي ديالا. نحن اليوم بلا بيتيت ميزون، ريستوران بالدي اي اف سي بدبي، وبنظري اطيب ريستوران بدبي. في شيف ايزي معنا اليوم حيفرجينا سلاد اللي هي كثير معروفه عند بيتيت ميزون والناس بيحبوها كثير. حيفرجينا كيف نعمل. شيف ايزي, we are going to do one of your famous salads today. One of the popular dishes of La Petite Maison, which is the
salad niçoise.
Salad niçoise. So, if you'd like to, first of all, La Petite Maison is a restaurant which started in Nice.
Yeah, in Nice, yeah.
And the second one opened in London.
Yep, that's right.
And then, how long have you been in Dubai?
Just over a year now, just about a year and a half. So, yeah, it's a challenging, but it's very profitable as well in the sense of learning new culture and meeting other people. So, yeah, in a sense, we're not just taking, we're giving as well.
Lovely. Well, we love La Petite Maison, and we are very excited about seeing your salad.
Okay, it's simple, but it's tasty.
And one of my favorites for sure. So if you could show us how you assemble this beautiful little dish.
Okay, basically we start first with the baby gem lettuce. Basically a lettuce which is not left to grow to its full natural size. And it's a bit more, I mean, it's more crunchier because it hasn't got that the big leaves on it. But we normally take out the outside leaves so we get the maximum texture from the leaf. So basically we start with two. We normally use about 1.5. So we cut the stem off here.
عم يبلش بالبيبي لاتس. هي البيبي لاتس طعمتها أطيب مشان ما بتكون دايبة مثل اللاتس الأكبر. بنستعمل بين وحدة واثنين للسالاد بول تبعه.
So we choose for the decoration first. 5 pieces that goes on for the presentation. And then the inside, where it's got more of the crunch, more of the texture, we're going to use to make the salad itself. So first we cut it in half and into 4. We leave it chunky so you get an effect of eating something very rustic but refined as well.
Lovely.
Then we take a tomato. Cut it into 4, keeping in the same vein as keeping everything quite chunky. One thing I do hate is going to a restaurant and you're having a salad which has been cut into million pieces and you don't really know what the texture is all about. So, I mean, it's only when you eat a salad that you really appreciate. I mean, it has to be full.
It has, absolutely. We don't like any of those chopped American salads. That's what I call it.
So we cut it into 4 pieces, but depending on the tomato, if it's bigger than a medium-sized one, we'll cut it maybe into about 6 or something. Stick that in there. Now we'll add green beans, not too much because we want everything to be balanced. So all the ingredients will get its own time to the customer. So if there's too much of anything, it overpowers the others. So it has to be a balance. So we have some green beans cooked to a crunch as well. So that not too soft, but not too hard. It has to be perfect.
So it's basically cooked and then in the ice water?
Straight into ice water to preserve as well the nutrients and as well the colour. Because at the end of the day, we work in an industry that everything has to look and taste. So we try and combine the two. Anchovies, basically we use about 1.5 anchovies. Just to emphasize, it has to be quite small, the anchovies, because it's quite powerful. So we don't want too much of a hit at each time. So we make it into small pieces. So every time you take the salad, you have a bit of a combination of the anchovy and other elements that goes with the salad. Because if it's too big, it's like, oh, it shocks you. And he said, oh, I'm not going in for another bite. So you try and make it a bit more balanced. We add the marinated peppers. This is not really classical as in the salad niçoise, but we don't really make, we always try to refine what we do. We take the classic, we respect it, but we add a bit of touch, a bit of a finesse to it. But we add a bit of sweet peppers, which we marinate, just to give a bit of the sweetness, because we don't want everything to be too sour. So it has to be a balance, acid, sweetness, salt, texture. So everything has to be balanced when you're eating a salad as well. And then we add a bit of olives, because being a salad niçoise, basically it has to have olives. If it doesn't have olives, I think I'll be sacked. So a bit of olives in there. Now the dressing. We make it from a tuna stock. basically is consisting of, we'll get tuna bones, we'll cook that down, basically roast it. It's making a sort of a dashi, but not a dashi, but we're trying to create a deep flavor, but that's only the base of the flavor, because we're trying to build layers of flavors in a sauce. So that's the base. So this is a tuna base, which we cook gently with tomatoes, onions, and all that. Then we reduce it down to a glaze. And then from there, we add a bit of, we can add lemon, but we chose as yuzu juice. I know it's very Japanese, but still, it combines very well. It gives the acidity, but it's not too overpowering. And then from there, we add olive oil.
Which is the best olive oil in all of Dubai.
It comes directly from Italy as well. A bit of honey as well, just to still take away the too much sharpness from the yuzu, because the yuzu does tend to get sharp. But everything's weighed basically in proportion. It hasn't been just bunged in and just hope for the best. So everything to keep a consistency of flavor, everything has to be weighed. Add a bit of pepper as well to give a bit of spice, not too much. Everything we try and do, we try and give a balance. So it's because when you take a mouth bite, you don't want just to stop there. You want to continue the journey. So basically, it's a journey of building the flavors, so the customer feels that, oh yeah, I'm in Nice or I'm somewhere else. So we try and build some memories as well behind it. So a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. We'll mix that lightly, gently, just coating each leaves.
That looks lovely.
As you can see, it is very rustic.
Lovely.
Okay. Now we'll add the tuna. We normally confit our own tuna. We don't buy any tinned. So everything we do in house, it's an ethos that we try and respect, is that we do everything in house. So we control the flavors and the quality we give to the customers. So we confit this in an oven at 65 degrees. It depends the size of the tuna, of course, but we try and keep it very evenly, so it all cooks equally. Yeah, just to mention, we've left the tuna quite rustic as well, quite chunky, so it still keeps with the same flavor, the same journey. But at the end, if we paint a pretty picture, we like to put it in a nice frame so we can give it value. So that's what we do. So we finish it off by dressing it very carefully. It is a busy restaurant, but we still take time to dress and to present our food the way it should be. So we go 5 pieces.
Nice.
It gives it a little character as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. And classically, salad niçoise, you've got eggs. So we have eggs which will cook for 9 minutes. So as you can, it's not completely cooked, because you always go to these places, you go for a salad niçoise, the egg is like grey. And then just to add the eggs, what we try and do at the Petite Maison is the produce. The produce is what we use to create the dishes. If we can't get the best produce, we don't use it. So the eggs, I mean, are free range. They come from France, and it's not because we're a French restaurant that we use it, it's because it's quality.
Because it's the best.
Exactly. And then to finish off, just a little dressing on the eggs, just to give it a little bit of the dressing, so it's not too dry as well to eat. And then a little chive. It is a bit of a decoration, but at the end of it, it gives that onion flavour to it as well.
Chives are good. We like chives.
Exactly, so do I.
الفرجي شوي كيف شكله. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank
and
you
is
very
that
much.
for me now?
It certainly is.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for this. Now I know how to do it, so I won't order it here anymore. But thank you, really.
You're more than welcome.
It's been a pleasure. What a lovely dish. What a lovely restaurant. And what a phenomenal chef you are.
Thank you very much. But
Thank you very much.
I've got to say, I can't really take all the credit. I've got a great team behind me. So without them, we can't create.
Lovely. That's great to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Daliya.